Yeah, it's good to regroup with all the guys from last season. Obviously, it's just the British guys at the moment, and I've been on holiday with a couple of them already, so it'll be good to get back on the ice and see how everyone's doing.
Over the summer, what have you and other players been doing in terms of preparation for getting back in?
There's not much we could have really done at Fife, obviously with the ice getting lifted and stuff, but I know speaking to a few guys in the team, we've all been in the gym working hard, doing our cardio and obviously your weights as well, so a bit of both really.
Yourself, how easy a decision was it to come back to Fife for this season?
Fairly easy, to be honest. I think I spoke with Doots, and then after the first conversation came and met the managers and basically just decided that the right thing for me to do was come back to Fife.
Now, last season we started off with a pretty new team in terms of imports, so what's it like going to be for the start of this season next week when the imports come in, that there's so many faces that you know from last season?
Hopefully it's going to give us a big advantage. Obviously you saw the run that we had towards the end of last season. Everyone gelled and everyone was playing really well together, so hopefully that's going to have a big impact on how we start off this year. Going forward with the team that we've got, obviously we've got a couple of new guys coming in as well, so hopefully they'll fill the spots we've left off from last season.
In terms of like OGA coming in, Fleming coming in, Malam announced this week as well. We're a really strong attacking team, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Looking at their stats on elite prospects, everyone, as you can probably see yourself, they've all got really good points, so goals and assists there. So hopefully it will help us improve on our goal scoring from last year.
In the last two seasons we've come really close to try and get the conference title. Do you think we can actually achieve that this season?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously if we get off to a really good start, I think that with a lot of the guys that we've had from last season, I think that's going to help us definitely, and I don't see why not.
In the league, where do you think where are we aiming to finish by the end of the season? Last season it was 7th, so what can we do this year?
Obviously improve on that. I would like to see us finish within the top 4. Obviously looking at our run and our form from last season, I think we finished off 2nd in the second part of the season, so I don't see why we can't carry on from that.
From that as well, the Challenge Cup playoffs, do you think we can achieve a lot more than that?
Yeah, definitely. I don't see why not. Like, as in the playoffs last year, we were so close to obviously tying the game with Belfast with like 10 seconds to go, and we played really well. I think it was a fair game. Maybe we played slightly better, to be honest, so I don't see why we can't go on to win the playoffs if we do make it.
And what do you make of the other teams that have signed players? Obviously Braehead Clan got Derek Rail going to the team this season. What do you make of the other teams around us?
I think from looking at the signings and stuff like that, it's different seeing players obviously on paper to how they play, but looking at it, I think every team has made a big improvement from last season.
Yourself, how much ice time are you expecting to have this season, similar to what you had last season?
To be honest, I'm not entirely too sure. We'll just have to wait and see, but I'm happy with whatever I get, and obviously once I do get on there, I'll do my best to keep pushing on myself and improve from last season.
Do you think you have improved over the last few seasons in the EIHL?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously my experience and stuff has grown on me, so I think I have improved.
And the man just ahead of you, Kevin Regan, how happy are you as a part of this organisation to have him back for next season?
It's very, very good to get him back. Obviously, I thought a lot of teams were after him in the summer, so it was good that Fife have managed to seal him for another year.
Back in the dressing room tonight, a lot of the Scottish players, all of them that played with the club last season, have returned for this season. How much can they progress this season, and how well do you think everybody played last season?
Last season I think all the Brits came on massively, especially if you look at us from the first year we were in the Elite League. Guys obviously trying to adapt to the pace and stuff struggled a little, but towards obviously the end of last season I thought guys were flying. Tommy Muir especially, I thought he'd done brilliant obviously to step up. He was a week in week out defenceman on the 3rd and 2nd line, so I think overall all the Brits did improve last year.
Going into this season, they're going to just kind of go into a next step, hopefully.
Yes, definitely. There's always room for improvement, so hopefully the guys can step it up another gear and improve on how they finished off last year.
The opening weekends of the season were at home and away to Coventry, then the following weekend to that Sheffield. So how tough a test is that going to be at the start of the season?
It's going to be a big test for us, obviously. First home game's massive for obviously ourselves, and then straight back down the road to Coventry, back-to-back games, so hopefully we can pick up 4 points from that. But Coventry look to have built from last season, so it's going to be a tough test. And then the following weekend going in to play against Sheffield, that's going to be an even bigger test. Obviously they're going to be expecting big things this year as well, so it will be a good start for us hopefully.